Okay, let's see what our opponent has. Drow, Luna, Beastmaster, Enchantress, Chamoy. Alright. Well, he definitely has a very high ceiling on his heroes. But, I mean, on the ground, our heroes are actually strictly better. So new orders here could put 6 more, which will take him to 8. And I kind of want to get that damage in now. And then next turn, I get to play Farvhan up here, and he might play Enchantress, and then I can duel her. So let's get some new orders. And here it's whatever. We'll hope to get a favorable arrow eventually. And we still have this Drow problem down here, but the good thing is that we have a Lycan here, so like any creep that shows up here will be able to fight on Drow. And Drow's not the biggest green hero, so we can usually do a little bit of work against Drow. I could also just place Farvhan down here, and that will give him the extra armor, and this will for certain go in front of Drow. But I really want to give myself a chance to go into one with like cheating death. And I have a duel as well. So I think I'd rather do that. And he's going to place Enchantress up here, so that's, you know, that was a given. This is a really weird placement. Okay, so he has initiative. I can duel her into the ground. I can still duel her into the ground. I can also duel here and take him off of red, but he has 2 green heroes. I just think I just want to dust him here. So like, and that's fine. Dealing with an Enchantress is actually really not fun. And then here I'll place a Vanguard in front. We'll get some damage in on Drow. And we're on 10 to 9. And Red Miss Maul. That is a fine card. So the worst thing that could happen here... Oh, well, I can place a Tinker here, and then if he happens to get placed here, I can still cheating death and see if we get unlucky. Well, not unlucky. Get lucky, I guess. Alright, so it's just going to be... Alright, we didn't get a bad placement here. We also got a good arrow point. So I can Red Miss Maul here, and then also cheating death this turn. He can keep his guy alive. And we have a March of the Machines, which will be very good in 3. So this is a good hand. Well, it's going good so far. That's okay. If I maul, he can place somebody here. There's not too many red things that I'm concerned about. I could also march into this lane so that everything dies next turn, which is like 99% what I'm going to do. So the question is like, did he buy a demagicking maul? Because that would be sad. So we actually, I could have placed it here so that the March of the Machines kills him next turn. All right. I don't need a cheating death yet. I can actually cheating death from 3 back into 1. So I can just march right? I could also Divine Intervention and keep everybody alive and then march from into this lane. I could also Intimidate here. Lots of decisions. Yeah, let's just keep our guys alive. Let's not take any damage. How about that? How about that? And then I'll march from this lane into the next. And if he places a blue hero here, or if he can place a creep here, he wants to trade, we're fine with that. So we'll march. So he just wants to get his blue hero off this lane. I don't blame him because there's really not much going on there. Here I can Cheating Death, which is kind of relevant. Well, so I could Intimidate here, or I can just leave them. I can Intimidate my own guy. And then try to fight in these other lanes. So I think that's what I'll do. Go away. Go to another lane. And then you can try to fight this with 8. And whatever these are. 10. Because now we're getting into coup de grace mana, which means that this guy gets to... Well, I guess he doesn't get to die because I'm not going to risk eating my Cheating Death. I don't need to heal, so I'm going to hold my gold here. And we will let Legion Commander do some fighting with Mr. Lycan. And we'll try to strand these guys down here. I can disarm this guy and deal 3 to it, which is also pretty good. Since... Oh, another coup de grace. This is my battlefield. Trying to think what he can do for red. I could just wait to see what he plays here, because I'm almost certainly not playing any of this stuff. So I can just short sword.
Primitive, but effective.
All right, so I can either this is doesn't do 2 piercing damage, right? Just 2 damage, period. So that'll do 1. I can disarm this thing, and this guy dies next turn. I can Cheating Death here to try to keep my guys in one piece. I can also Cheating Death here. I think I want to get this Cheating Death out of my hand.
I'll protect us all.
So that way it doesn't randomly just get eaten with coup de grace. And then if he doesn't teleport this guy out, then I'll just shoot him for 1. Or shoot him for 2. Because of the armor. Okay, so I can just shoot here and not have to worry about it, because this will deal 2, which won't actually kill it next turn.
Oh, I love the look on their faces.
And we have a favorable block here, so I can Sucker Punch her. And then see what, like I said, what kind of smoke he wants to play with. How about you get Sucker Punched instead? How about you just die instead? Seems better for me. You could use that to keep her alive, but... Alright, so we've got a pretty nice position on 1 and 2. 3 is a lost cause, so we just have to hope it just doesn't spiral out of control up here. Because we do have coup de grace, so if he does anything in this lane, we will immediately coup de grace his guy, depending on how his placement goes. So, like, he's on 6, so whatever happens here, if he places a second blue hero here, then that'll be a little bit different. But otherwise, we just want to buy a bunch of stuff here to give ourselves additional things, like so we don't eat our second one. We don't need a black hero in both lanes, but we do need one in this lane. Alright, so he's going to give up here and hope that he just doesn't get coup de grace. So I could give up initiative here so that I am able to coup de grace. So, like, I can play Rebel Decoy. I can draw a card. I don't want to draw a card yet. The worst thing that can happen here is at any cost, right? No, Annihilation would be the worst. So if I play Rebel Decoy and he annihilates, then I can coup de grace his guy.
15 seconds remaining.
I have initiative. I'm dealing 18. So I'm going to hang out and see what he's got. I'm not going to waste my coup de grace.
I have foreseen what is
Sure.
to come.
And we're going to see if he has a way to deal with the 18 that we have before we do anything. Alright, so he had the Annihilation. So get fucked, because this is one hell of a card. Cheating death. I cheated all the death. That has got to feel so bad. Jesus Christ. My Lord baby Jesus. I feel so bad for you right now. I really do. God damn. Alright, well, we'll keep our guy. I mean, that's sick. That's, like, actually sick. Like, I actually feel for my opponent. Now, granted, we're still nowhere out of the woods here. He still can 80 us in this lane. But that was a cool thing to see, not gonna lie. Alright. We don't... He's got no way... So we can... Armor doesn't do anything. So fully healing does do something. Alright, got some blockers. That's all I care about. We'll try to 80 this lane. We could really use one of our Thunderhide packs. That would go a long way to being able to hurt our opponent. Alright. You got a nice little placement. But I do have Rebel Decoy, so ooh, there's that. Another March of the Machines.
Bye-bye.
I could bellow this thing out of the way. Or I just put a Traveler's Cloak here.
Ooh, I like this.
I can march plus, so we'll march into this lane. And then I have a green hero coming next turn, so let's Rebel Decoy here, and let's flip these bad boys. We lose our decoy, but so what? I need all that damage. Fountain Flask here. So that way Eclipse doesn't just completely murder us. We got nothing going on over here because none of these do anything. He could hit us with another Primal Roar. Go that way, go left. Nah, don't want you to go that way. Okay. So our poor Legion commander is going to hang out in 3 for the rest of her existence. Shield could be useful. I'm not exactly sure how yet, but it's possible. These guys are going here. Oh, he's going to place... What is happening? Okay. He's just trying to prevent getting 80'd, which is fine. Makes sense to me. Okay. There's a Thunderhide pack. Does he have double Annihilation? That'd be so sick. Yeah, double Annihilation would be like some kind of stupid. This would give it +2, 11. I could Thunderhide pack plus Vul Martyr.
A gift from House Ab.
Yower Barrage. I mean, I could martyr and then shoot my own guy and give everybody +1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't think that's necessary. We're still doing 25. Battlefield control there. Okay. I mean, I can flip, but I'm not going to because I just kind of concerned about getting eclipsed. And he's still going to have to deal with a lot of damage next turn. I could Savage Wolf here. Like, if he does another thing, I don't know what else he would do here. I was going to say, he could have done something else there. I need 5 damage, and I've got it right there. So we'll put... We just can't lose this lane. Like, that's the big deal. Is this only needs 5 more, and he has no way of doing it, and I've got 5. So... Let's see what he has for this. Because if he doesn't deal with both of these right now, 6 charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You kill nothing. Yeah, so he can play this, get some extra damage. That doesn't matter that this dies. I could bellow this thing to make sure. It could go over here, I guess, which would be super awkward.
Enjoy nature's bounty.
I won't be denied.
Okay.
I won't give up.
Okay. I have 19, so I can keep this lane from dying now. Well, I guess if it dies this turn, that'd be very bad actually. If he gets an extra 15, we will be in a bad place. So we buy this.
15
We
seconds
need
remaining.
one more car. Like, I can shoot this. So I should actually still be okay, unless he gets a good
5
creep placement.
seconds remaining. 3.
All right, so I think he's still dead. I think we're still okay. Yep. Yep. All right, so Tinker, you shoot this guy. Pew pew.
The ghost of my father.
And then you finish. You finish what we started. Get him. 34. Exactly. Yes.
Worried.
You are healed. You are healed, friend. Alright. So, like we said, our heroes are the backbone of our deck. Because, again, our cards are not that impressive. But, man, that Condemnation that basically got counterspelled by Cheating Death. That was sick. I have to put that on my Twitter. So, we got it. We'll be back in another one.